On Thursday, July 15th, we start a new intermediate round of the practice of living awareness. A number of you have been in the intermediate and some of you in the generative advancing stage of the practice now for a number of months. And I'm glad that you are there. As we start a second round of intermediate, I want to take a moment to set the tone of that with you, partially because we have new people starting the intermediate phase of the practice of living awareness, and also because as we have worked together since last February with the current intermediate group, and since last December with the current generative stage group, the advancing group, I think that we all have experienced this last number of months as a bit of an experiment. What is the intermediate level of this meditation, form of meditation, and what is the advancing stage? I know for myself, it has definitely been an experiment to see what it would be possible to teach all of you, given the wide range of meditative capacity and past experience that each of you bring to our circle. And for myself, as the practice of living awareness becomes a little bit more and more codified, its steps, its technique becomes more fine-tuned, and I'm able to teach it since all of this is just being taught for the first time over this last year, then it's been an experiment in that regard too, what to bring forward, how to bring it forward, and how to make it available so that each of you can actually grow thereby. The tone that I'd like to set for this new round of the practice of living awareness, intermediate level, is a practice that will have to do with our mind. Largely, the very nature of mind, that it is light. Now, of course, everyone that's been doing the Sunday service meditation, you know that we do a significant component of that, half of it, is focused on light. But germane to the intermediate would be to give everyone technique and method such that within you and your personal experience arises and stabilizes the penetrating light of insight. That it is a penetrating light, that it is light, and that if used with penetration, used with direction, used with acuity, will bring you insight, would be my primary goal. Then as a soul, each of you, as your soul incarnate, you will all take that technique, that tool with yourself, and you will illumine for yourself, penetratingly so, incisively so, cutting through whatever veils and illusions and glamours that are ready to be cut through. You, the soul, will do that within yourself. Equally so, to train people to first learn to stabilize and hold the mind steady, just steady. Then to learn to hold it steady in the light is to add the next layer. To then take that, a mind that's held steady, a mind that has been trained to be still and steady, and then to hold it in light is not adequate enough. Mental stability and mental quiescence, meditative stability and meditative quiescence are only the ground, are only the foundation. We then add the penetrating ability of insight and incisive mind. And what we will find as we blend these two together is not only a meditative practice that takes potential leaps into actually states of meditation. But we will also find insight. Insight not used in the same way, I'm not using the term in the same way that mindfulness or Vipassana meditation would speak of it. There's a similarity, and we will, of course, and may it be so, that we have basically insight and insightful meditations. But this is something more. It is to bring to each of you the possibility of, again, penetrating into the very nature of mind. Mind is something very different than what we think we understand about it. Mind is all nature. Mind is the mind of God. Mind is all capital letters. It is all knowing. Mind is when we penetrate into the very nature of mind, that is when mind starts to become consciousness. And until then, we have mind and we have the possibility of consciousness, but they are not at one. Bring in a meditative practice that brings to us the first-hand experience of states of meditation. States of meditation become that which opens up the very nature of the mind itself, and then the nature of mind and the nature of consciousness can begin to come together. That would be my hope for everyone, and that would be my intention with this round of intermediate. Now, having said that, the people who have been in the last round, obviously you've got more training under your belt than the new people. I say that so that we all can let go of preconceived notions of what anyone should be able to achieve. We don't think on that, because that's only the small mind anyways. But instead, we can apply ourselves to practice. We can understand that some people in the circle have been exposed to the practice longer, have been meditating longer overall in their lives, and bring more past life meditative training to this than others in the circle. Yet, rest assured that I will do all that I can as a meditation teacher. I will do all that I can as a spiritual teacher to assist everyone to arrive at the states possible to each of you, and that will be a wide variety in that regard, and will support you in how to sustain those states, and that is what will release and make available to you the very nature of mind itself. So I look forward to starting this practice with you, and we'll see you there.